Now we're going to Lake Forest. This is spring of 1960. Um, the house is we're in that new house. Mumu, my grandmother's there, taking pictures of the backyard, and the family cat Buddy, who would travel with my folks everywhere, um, exploring a pile of firewood along the side of the house. I borrowed the camera from Dad at this point to try to catch some artistic pictures of a cat exploring wood. And here's Dad going to get set to enjoy a nice, relaxing afternoon reading on his new patio, new house in Lake Forest. 617 Greenbrier. Nice view to the south. That would soon disappear. We'll see a little later in the movie. And Mumu is cleaning up, arranging furniture, watching Buddy. Here we are. It's Christmas, I believe, of 1960. We are in the house. Buddy and our new collie, Gypsy, are playing. Christmas tree, Ma, me in a robe. We've already opened up presents, I think, because there's the trash can with a bunch of wrap. Gypsy got a new leather toy for Christmas. And Cliff tosses it for her to chase. She learned how to chase that chase that ball or whatever was being tossed to her. A little Christmas morning breakfast. And Gypsy and Buddy. Dad reading the paper. Ma relaxing after breakfast. Later that day, we went to Ed and Doris's for Christmas dinner. First Christmas dinner in their new house. There was Helen there, and Doris whipping up some potatoes, and Helen's meantime working on preparing a nice appetizer dish with some olives and celery and stuff like that. There was always help in the kitchen. And the boys, we retired to one of the bedrooms to play a game of Risk. Me, Griff, Stan had broken away from Shelba and came to play with the boys, and Cliff. We always had our Risk game wherever we went. As a family gathering, we'd find a place to put out the board and play a game of Risk. Millie and Ted Larson and Mom, Shelba, Ed, Ed carrying a new potted plant to the front door of the house. It's a really nice house, very modern house. I always liked it. And we were a real family-oriented group. We'd always have major holidays at someone's house, and it was a gathering for everybody to take part in. And the layout for Christmas dinner. Now it's spring of 1961. Dad's notes aren't quite correct. I figured that out. But Dad came along. I brought some of my model airplanes out to the parking lot behind Deer Path School to fly them. They were what we call U-control planes. They were on the end of a wire, and you had a handle that held onto them, and they fly circles around you. And occasionally I try to do a stunt with them, do a loop or something like that, and that's what I tried today, and the results were somewhat tragic. Crash. Oh well, it was fun while it lasted, and I was actually able to put that one back together later on. I brought a whole fleet of planes that day to fly. Um, this is a tri-motor Italian World War II bomber that I designed and built, and was really, I'm always proud of this one. This was sort of the apex of my model building career. It wasn't from a kit. It was entirely scratch built. I drew the plans and everything. And of course, on this occasion, the engine wouldn't start. That often happened. We're now spring of 1961, and the backyard of the folks' new house is being encroached on by a new house being built by a family called the Goldners, just south of them. And this is a group of neighbors looking at the foundation excavation on a Sunday afternoon, and gypsies are greeting everyone. Mother's Day 1961. Millie and Griff are helping to fix up A.T.'s hair while she opens presents. And a new arrival, Keith Caskey, was born. He's probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 months old, maybe 9 months old in this picture. I forget when his birthday was, but he's still in a crib, but he's up and standing and taking part in the family gathering. And now we go up to Brantwood, Wisconsin, where, of course, this is Aunt Mary's house in Brantwood. Mary was Alec Caskey's sister, and there's A.T. and Mary. And that day, we went to a lake in around Brantwood. I think it was called Silver Lake, if my dad's notes are correct. And we did some swimming, and it was cold water. Had a picnic though with the family. And then later on, Cliff and I went down to try skipping some rocks. We both found likely skipping rocks. Cliff's was wonderful. I think he skipped 4 or 5 times. I'm going to show him how to do it. Sploosh! Told you my arm was thrown out. Now we're back to Lake Forest, 617 Greenbrier. Behind Cliff is our old black Buick LeSabre 1960, the car I learned how to drive in, and later on it was left for Mom at house, and most of the time I had it to drive to school, Cliff and I to school with in the morning, and then bring us back home after high school. Cliff practicing his golf. Some chipping shots here. And now he's going to pretend to hit a drive off the tee. And Dad had just gotten a new camera. He said, wait a second, Cliff, try that again. I'll do it in slow motion so you can analyze your swing, just like the pros.